Ya llegué, ya llegamos. Hola, ¿cómo están, raza? Una disculpa, iba a hacer stream ayer, pero bueno, iba a hacer stream desde el sábado y el sábado me agarré a hacer unas cosas y ya me ocupé, ya no hice stream. Y ayer la verdad, estaba muy cansado. Ya no hice stream. Que me agarré a jugar Fortnite. Pero bueno, no se preocupen, voy a hacer este stream así de volada, un cortito para ver si podemos terminar la historia del Zenless y seguir con los eventos, porque hay que terminarlos esta semana. A ver si puedo hacer stream toda esta semana, a ver qué tal sale. Vamos a darle de una vez porque si no se ha acertado. Y ahorita son las 6:19, 6:20, iba a empezar a las 5, ya son las 6. Y es que como me dormí temprano, pues me desperté ahorita y dije, hacer un streamcillo ahorita que ando bien despierto. Hay una disculpa. Para los que ven esto en YouTube, una disculpa también. Ahí discúlpenme por no haber subido los streams. De hecho, el sábado hice un stream corto del Fortnite para lo del... Por lo de... ¿Cómo se llama? Lo del evento. Pero la verdad estuvo bien pata. Yo pensé que iba a estar más chido, no, hombre. Que nada, no va a ser. Es que había visto Ah, cabrón. ¿Qué pedo? ¿Por qué me metió aquí? Mamá. Nada más le planeé para correr y se metió. Vamos a hacer las diarias de una vez. Luego echamos los otros. Claro. ¿Cuántas tengo pilas? 88. Podemos rellenarlo y hacer. Sí, a ver. Pero no hay que rellenar. Aquí. Son 88 para haciendo 140. Entonces 612, ¿no? Ay, pendejo. Puse 300, eran 100. Sí, está bueno. Hice más los cálculos. A ver, volar los...
I see ash.
Volada. Saben también que me gustaría hacer de una vez la de Tashi para tener un poco más de películas. A ver si me sale el arma de Remiel. Ese acabó el evento de la Discord triple. Y ya se acabó. Quisiera hacer ese de una vez. Ay, ¿saben qué? Miren, voy a hacer... No, mejor no. Que es lo de la tercera infame. Apenas. Ah. La...
Hey, okay. Different. The ocean's got a different kind of charm
No le
at night.
falta una de estas.
Care to join me for a walk?
120. Me estoy acordando de eso. Es el de la... El de la... Estos, ¿no? Pues ahí, ¿no?
Come on, let's get to work.
Lin Lin. Está... Después hacemos esto. Hay que concentrarnos en la... ¿Cómo se llama? En la... Está Belina ahí. Ah, ya me acuerdo. Para lo de las películas. Para poder... ¿Cómo se llama? Ponerla como... En random play aquí. Cuando le elijo los personajes. Sí, pero no, mejor la misión primero. Porque luego se me olvida después. Ah, ya nunca. Ah, no, pues es el cuarto de. El cuarto de B. Entonces, no es una mesa común y corriente. Hay una figura de un banco bailarín. Al verlo de cerca descubres un interruptor en ella. ¿Quieres pulsar interruptor? A ver. Ok. Ahí por si le quieren leer, los de YouTube. O si yo también le quiero leer, ¿verdad? Bueno, ahí lo dejo. De trabajo. Okay. Ah, ya vi, se ven estrellitas, no había visto. Qué chido. Espérate. La galaxia fluye en un silencioso vaivén y la luz de las estrellas se posa en la punta de tus dedos. En este instante sientes como si estuvieras bajo un auténtico cielo estrellado, etéreo y de ensueño. ¿Quién diría que esta pequeña figura tan discreta tiene una función así? ¿Quieres apagarla? Apagarla.
Wise, you're finally back.
Déjame ver si ya se cargó mi compu.
Huh? Belle, what's wrong? Why do you look so tense?
How could I not be? You suddenly lost contact with Fairy down at the bottom of the Retroflux zone. If Remiel hadn't used your phone to let me know you were safe, I was about to grab Billy and Cecilia and come looking for you.
Sorry. That's my fault. I should have let you know. Wait, how did Remiel know my phone password? Did she learn it back then?
So, what exactly happened after you lost contact with Fairy and me?
Quieres saber lo ocurrido tras volver al nivel inferior del área de...
You shared each other's memories. Can our ocular implants really do that?
I don't know. Nothing like this has ever happened before. But Remiel said she saw something similar when she pulled Thaumiel out of me. I think Thaumiel and my ocular implants must have had some kind of weird reaction or a resonance.
True. Both times Thaumiel was there. But you spent quite some time with Remiel before, and nothing like that happened, right?
Yeah, that's true. I feel like there has to be something else besides the ocular implants and Thaumiel.
How about we go ask Lady Dracaena the night after tomorrow? She's overseeing our treatment, so she may know more about this.
The night after tomorrow? Why then?
Lady Dracaena will be hosting a welcome banquet for the guests at the CCD reception hall. We received invitations as well.
Lady Dracena's hosting it herself? Does that mean the CCD's singularity leakage issue has already been resolved?
Most likely. Otherwise, she wouldn't have scheduled it. I heard that there's another welcome banquet happening in Virium at the same time. Lady Lindvern and the ESD are hosting it for guests who still haven't been cleared to land in Buastrom. When I went out this afternoon, I ran into Valina and Norma. It looked like they were already heading to Virium to make preparations.
So there are still guests stuck in Virium. Do you think that person who looked like Sir Pico could really have been...
No, Wise. There's no way that was Sir Pico. You know he already...
Yeah.
Wise, I get it. Seeing Truvia again was bound to bring back a lot of memories. But that's all in the past now. Sir Pico, Helios Academy, they're gone.
Hey, Belle, why do you look even more upset than I do? Anyway, let's leave the past where it belongs for the night. We should both get some sleep. We worked hard to get our schedule back on track. You wouldn't want to ruin it now.
Yeah, you too. Don't stay up late. And no scrolling under the covers. I'll be keeping an eye on you.
Maybe I should take another look at the data from the Retroflux zone before I call it a night.
Perdón.
If I'm lucky, I might find something that tells me who the culprit really is.
Ay, perdón.
Wise? Your light's still on. Still working. Wise?
No se acaba de dormir.
I told him to go to bed early, and here we are. Huh? These scattered papers here.
Notice, These are drafts Master used to analyze the culprit's intentions. Additional notice. Master has been asleep for approximately 30 minutes. Deep sleep is highly probable. Suggestion. Second assistant, please refrain from any action that may wake Master.
I know, Fairy. He needs some good rest. I'll handle it from here. That's what the second assistant is for.
Negative. Correction. Second assistant will complete it under Supreme Assistant's direction.
All right. I'm counting on you then, first assistant. Fairy, give me a quick summary of everything we've established so far.
Understood. Displaying all current findings and analysis for second assistant. Finding 1. The culprit's victims share no common traits. Their identities are of limited use for further deduction. Finding 2. Whenever the culprit implanted potent ether into each Bangbu victim, he also set a specific activation time and activation location.
So for the culprit, what matters was the time and location, not the victims' identities.
Affirmative. Based on current information, the most meaningful data is the time and location of each singularity leakage.
Fairy, can you pull up Airspace Patrol's recent records? Start from when singularity leakages began appearing frequently. I want to see when and where each occurred.
Understood. Accessing Airspace Patrol's internal network.
Wait, Fairy, why are you hacking into Airspace Patrol's intranet? How do we even
Hola, hola, ¿me escuchan? Che mugrero. Creo que fue la... Ay, espérame. Creo que fue la capturadora. Pensé que se había quedado congelada mi stream, pero no. Oli, ¿qué onda, Camilo? Espérame, déjame acomodar nada más la captura. Ay, ¿qué le pasaría? Como que se sobrecalentó o algo, no sé. ¿Cómo estás? Bien, Camilo, aquí estamos. Estamos aquí temprano. Estoy haciendo un stream cortito nada más para avanzarle al Zenless.
So these circles mark where each singularity leakage appeared, right?
¿Cómo has estado tú también?
Flex zone, the CCD. Looking at the map, they appear to be randomly scattered around Bruastrum. Oh, right. I remember now. Even after a singularity leakage disappears, there's still a window where it can be reactivated.
Affirmative. Such events exist in archived records.
Fairy, could you mark the locations of these reactivated singularity leakages as well?
Understood. Corresponding locations have been added to the map for second assistant.
The positions changed a lot. No wonder Lady Dracena spent
Todo muy bien igual. Ok, Camilo. Qué bueno.
leakage problem.
Qué bueno que te las has pasado chido.
Fairy, what's the significance of these overlapping areas?
Answer.
Despertando recién.
These indicate
Ah, ok.
multiple singularity leakages occurring in close proximity, both in time.
Sí, no, yo estaba
Analysis.
despierto desde hace rato, nomás que estaba...
Multiple singularity leakages interact, causing the
¿Qué?
affected area in real space.
No sé por qué, pero este domingo me fue de pura flojera.
What you're saying is multiple singularity leakages that appear at the same
Me la pasé
time.
dormido casi todo el día y
Wait, Does that mean
Ahorita en la mañana
reorganize the
pues ya no me dio sueño y
I want to pinpoint when and
dije,
where
bueno,
the singularity leakages
voy a hacer un stream.
overlapping.
Según yo iba a hacer stream como a eso de las 3 de la madrugada, 4, más o menos. No, hombre, me agarré a jugar
This is it. This
el
has
Fortnite. Porque me invitaron, ¿verdad? A jugar. Qué bueno.
How long was I out? Very.
Nada más me metí a hacer las diarias y valió madre.
Belle, what are you doing here?
Dije, bueno, vamos a darle un ratillo.
That's not important.
No, ya cuando acordé ya eran las
And
5.
I found out why the culprit is creating these singularity leakages.
Y haber sabido hubiera hecho stream mejor del Fortnite.
This is the location of the singularity leakage the culprit created last week. 3 days.
Nomás los días domingos suelen ser así. Sí, ya sé.
Singularity leakages overlaps with the others, and the affected area
No sé por qué.
stretches from the edge of Scum.
Según yo me dormí bien temprano y me levanté bien temprano para
So,
hacer stream desde la mañana.
I did too
No,
much.
hombre, quién sabe, me sentía muy cansado.
Wait,
Te atraparon con Fortnite. Sí.
Lulu?
Yeah, I think so too. The culprit's real objective is likely to move Gertablulu into Buastrom's urban district. When you encountered it before, it
Es que aparte estaba completando el pase de batalla también. Como dije, bueno, pues aprovecho ahorita que están estos votos
Okay,
aquí.
but what happens after that? Once
Y
Gertrude
ahí me
moved
uní con
into
ellos para
Westham's urban
estar jugando.
district,
Fíjate, de haber sabido si hubiera hecho stream, ganamos como unas
if it's really
3 o
inside
4
the singularity
partidas
leakages in
en-
Westrom right now, why hasn't
del Battle Royale. Tuvieron
We'll have
cardíacas.
to follow the trail of the singularity leakages and investigate on site.
Pero estuvo chido porque las otras que no ganábamos, pues casi quedábamos en segundo o en tercero.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Once it's daylight,
Ah, pues
at least
bastante
to
bien.
see it,
Sí, con eso ya subí bastante el pase de
maybe
batalla.
follow whatever
De hecho,
tracks left and find a new lead.
ya lo terminé. Ya terminé el pase de batalla. Ahorita nada más, como que me están dando nada
I
más
slept pretty badly last night.
¿cómo se dice?
I should
Como
go upstairs
trajecitos,
and find Billy and the others first.
¿cómo se llama? Recolors de los personajes que ya tengo. O mejor dicho, de los que están de pase de batalla. Está una morra que trae como una chamarra de plumas, un patillo, un pato, es un pato. ¿Y qué más? ¿Cuál es el otro? El otro creo que es una chava, pero... Ah, sí, una que trae unos... como... ¿cómo se llama? Unas de estas auriculares. ¿Cuál más está? El otro es una morena que... no sé, creo que es parte de la historia. Y la otra igual también. Es una como asiática. Pero ahorita me están dando los recolors de la morra, la de que trae como un suéter de plumas, una chamarra de plumas. Pero pues ya los obtuve, los de esa chava ya, faltan los otros. Pero como quien dice, ya el pase de batalla lo completé. De hecho también ya me dieron al John Wick. Sí, nomás me metí para ver. Ahí está cargada mi tabletito. Se volvió a descargar. Así. Ahorita nada más quiero avanzarle lo poquito que pueda, ¿verdad? Para terminar ya esta historia. Ya no me falta mucho, creo que voy en la mitad.
Wise! There you are. Belle already told us everything.
Now that's our manager! You found a clue on the culprit in no time at all!
No sé quién sea John Wick, pero me suena mucho. Ah, si no has visto las películas, es un personaje de unas películas. De hecho, es de un cómic, creo. O no sé si fue la película y luego el cómic, pero bueno. El personaje lo interpreta Keanu Reeves, el que también interpreta a Neo en Matrix.
We'll protect the manager too!
¿Y a quién más interpreta?
Yeah, don't worry, Belle. If anything goes wrong, I'll grab Wise and make a run for it.
Ah, de las películas estas de... No me acuerdo cómo se llamaba.
No problem.
Que salía junto con Sandra Bullock, no me acuerdo.
Wow. Seriously? Come
Bueno, pero si no has visto las películas están chidas, las de John Wick.
Anyway, it's getting late. Let's go.
Si algún día tienes la oportunidad de verlas, están muy buenas las películas. Creo que han salido como 4 películas.
Wise, we're here. Stay sharp, and if things go south, just run.
Pero la que a mí me ha gustado es la... Bueno, todas me han gustado.
Astrum?
It looks like
La que más me ha gustado es la 1 y la 4, creo.
This place feels really familiar. Wait.
Tendría que verlas de la verdad.
Zelina's office?
Sí, velas.
Zelina brought
Te la recomiendo mucho.
Huh? Lady
Son de
office?
acción.
Lulu came all the way here just to walk straight into a trap?
Nah, no te preocupes.
I never mentioned anything like that.
Nah, no te preocupes.
We expected the trail of singularity leakages to lead into Buastrum, but why would it end at Lady Dracina's office?
Wait, footsteps outside. Hide now.
Imagínate, en mi Fortnite he jugado. Fíjate que yo tampoco nunca
You startled.
había jugado el
What are
Fortnite.
you all doing?
O sea, sí lo jugué una vez. Pero, te estoy diciendo que hace mucho.
You explain.
Pues, imagínate, todavía me acuerdo. Fue como en el 2015, creo.
A path formed by singularity leakages? I really hadn't
Como
considered
15 o
that
16.
possibility before.
Lo descargué
Was
porque
correct. Then Lulu was
un
most
vecino
likely
me dijo que si
singularity
tenía
leakages in
Xbox.
Buastrum
Y dijo,
right
no, pues
now.
sí. Descárgate el Fortnite para jugarlo.
That's the
Ah,
case.
bueno.
Then it all makes sense.
Y ya de cuenta que lo descargué. Y dije, bueno, pues esa vez no estaba conectado y me metí yo a jugar.
Other clues?
Y ya, ¿verdad? Me unieron a un escuadrón.
Nights ago,
Como en el Call of Duty, en el Warzone.
appeared near my office. Considering that, together with your deduction,
Y
the target
pues en ese tiempo yo ni le sabía.
of Lulu is most likely
Y ya de cuenta
Wise.
y te gustó.
It's too
Fíjate que de la primera vez que lo jugué, pues sí me gustó, pero haz de cuenta que jugué en escuadrón
It's here.
y ponle que yo nada más andaba buscando cositas así de que balas, armas, escudos y toda esa cosa.
People who know, the better.
Y nada más andaba abriendo cofres
These two are.
y
New era
ya vi que o sea, entendía que el círculo si se cerraba pues te dañaba y eso. Pero te estoy diciendo que antes había una modalidad que era
Lady Dracina.
pura construcción.
I get it.
Y ahorita con el tiempo ya quitaron ese modo y pusieron un modo sin construcción.
Right? Maybe even getting silenced.
O sea, era uno que podías hacer como tipo barreras y cosas para que no te dañaran.
It's a bit complicated, so Wise and I will need some time.
Y bueno, resulta que yo andaba ahí como si nada con el escuadrón y mi escuadrón hizo todo y gané. Y dije, no más, pues, gané sin hacer nada. Ganamos
Problem, Lady Dracina. Me and this robot.
y ganamos, o sea, la partida sin hacer. Y yo dije, los demás hicieron todo, yo no hice nada. Y como que dije, mejor no. Y como que ya no me gustó y
Something feels off. Why am I treated differently from Cecilia?
de ahí ya mejor, ya lo dejé de jugar.
Why would Lady Dracina send them away like that?
Y ahorita como tengo una amiga que también es streamer,
What is it, Wise? Something on your mind?
ella pues una vez la vi que estaba haciendo stream
Happened that night.
y le dije, déjame descargarlo para unirme. O más bien no, ella me dijo, descárgalo para que te unas.
Other presence in the air.
Y ya le dije, no, pero pues estoy bien manco, déjame a ver si largo.
Now that you mention it, there's
Le dijo, nah, no hay problema, y quién sabe qué. Pues es chida la chava.
Aside from the residual ether, These documents were scattered across the
Entonces dije
field.
también yo no la armo.
Lady
No,
Tristina,
bueno. Y ya, ¿verdad? Lo descargué
Compare
connected to the incident?
them
y
with
ya lo empecé a jugar
once
junto
you
con
read
ella.
them, you will understand.
Y ya con el nuevo modo que había de eso de
Personnel transfer records, Rosetta data, daily reports.
que ya no necesitabas construir y eso, y que era más rápido las partidas.
What's going on?
Entonces, pues ya lo empecé a jugar con ella.
Wait, that ethereal broke in several days ago. So why is there still
Lo
ether
importante es
residue?
divertirse. Sí, estaba chido porque pues me divertía. Fíjate que me divertía más que en el Warzone.
Behind me.
Ah, la madre, qué pedo.
I knew it.
Hizo
You're
mal.
not Lady Dresina.
Fue una trampa.
What exactly are you?
Lady Dresina, I'm Truvia from High Ambitions Corp. I'm here for our appointment.
Sí, ya di cuenta que lo empecé a jugar y... ¡A la verga!
Truvia. No. No.
¡A la madre! Se puso bien turro este pedo.
No.
Se supone que era la buena. Nunca había... De hecho, es la primera vez que se ve algo así...
We received word that something inside the CCD.
Así muy gore
Miss Truvia.
en el juego del Zenless. Nunca se había visto algo así tanto.
Secret? Oh, thank goodness, just in time.
O sea, sí se había visto algo así tantito. Desde la temporada pasada.
This is my fault. I shouldn't have left her here alone.
Y ahorita sí se dejaron ir con todo. ¿Qué pedo?
Lady Dresina.
La asesinaron.
Boldness.
Pues quién sabe.
But do you mean
No sé si la hayan asesinado. Pues claro, yo digo que sí.
Truvia?
Yes.
La dejó como una dona.
What I mean is, I never realized there was such a deep animosity between Wise and Truvia. But I believe Wise must have acted on impulse. He would never do this otherwise. In any case, our first priority
Se vio
is to find
tiradota
Wise and
así.
get to the bottom of this.
Pero está raro porque dice que qué pasó y
Lindvern isn't here, so can I count
le está
on you
echando
to
la
handle this,
culpa
Secret?
al White.
Secret, is something troubling you?
My apologies, Lady Dresina. I will find Wise at once and bring him back to you.
Good. I'll leave that to you, Secret. And about tonight? Keep it quiet for now. We don't want our guests who've just arrived to feel any unnecessary panic.
Ah, bueno, sí.
Yes, Lady Dresina.
Después de lo de la dona.
Hmm.
Me estaba explicando de...
Go fulfill your duty.
Sí, pues ya me empecé a unir
Find him.
a jugar con las partidas ahí con
And then
del Fortnite
bring him
con mi
back
amiga.
to me.
Y ya pues ahí me empecé a conocer más gente y ya me empezó a gustar. Y luego en el Xbox,
Truvia.
como tengo el Game Pass,
Why won't you let
también
me
ahí
see
tengo el Fortnite y me dieron el... Yo no sabía que si tenías el Game Pass te regalaban el pase de batalla. Y dije, con ganas. Y como yo jugaba el Fortnite en Play, dije, bueno, voy a buscar la forma de... espérame tantito.
Are you powerful, Pyrois? You're supposed to be powerful, Pyrois. So why? Why didn't you use that power to save her?
Are you sure? Do you really want to see the rest of Rose Califer buried alongside your old classmates? Acting on impulse won't save her, and it won't help you either. Take some time to clear your head in the rain before that thing finds you. And then go do what only you can do.
Hola, hola, hola.
What you have to do.
Something only I can do.
Ok.
Right now,
Una disculpa, es que se le acabó la
I
carga
can't do anything.
al receptor de los micrófonos. Me que más comprar otro micrófono más chido
You sure look
para ya no estar
bad.
así.
It's only been one day. How did you end up like
Oli, ¿qué pasó? Dice, no, es como el micrófono es inalámbrico. Se tiene el receptor que va a la compu. Y como se le carga, tiene una pila también, se le descarga y tengo que poner a cargarla, o más bien tengo que cambiarle la pila con otro micrófono aparte que tengo. Como las pilas son las mismas de los micrófonos, pues nada más le cambio la pila. Entonces mientras pongo a cargar el otro micrófono y estoy usando la pila que ya está cargada. La otra sería poner directo el cable para que no se descargue, pero lo he intentado pero no sé por qué se apaga como quiera. Como que no lo carga. El micrófono sí lo carga, porque pues obviamente tengo otro micrófono que puedo colocar, pero el de este no. El receptor sí ocupa una pila que ya esté cargada. Sí. Sí, y no, te seguía contando lo del Fortnite. Sí, pues te das cuenta que ya pues jugaba el Fortnite en el Play junto con mi amiga, y después descubrí que en el Xbox pues con el Game Pass te dan el pase de batalla, y ya lo que hice fue, ¿cómo se llama? Como vincular la cuenta del Play a la de Xbox, o mejor dicho la de Epic Games, vincularla para que las dos cuentas, la de Xbox como la de Play, estuvieran vinculadas, y hacía de cuenta las cosas que me dieran en el Xbox también las tengo en el Play. De cuenta que si tengo el Game Pass en el Xbox y ahí me lo dan, también en el Play me lo dan. Es lo chido. Dije bueno, con ganas. Y ya de ahí le empecé a jugar para completar el pase. Dije, pues hay que aprovechar. ¿Y qué tal eso? ¿Guarda tu progreso? Ah, sí, o sea, todos los cosméticos, o bueno, como con el pase de batalla te dan lo que te dan son personajes. Hay unos que sí te los puedes comprar, de los que salen así de repente, como los de Marvel, los de Overwatch, los de... ¿cuáles son los otros? Sí, o sea, cuando hay colaboraciones, esos sí los tienes que comprar, como quien dice, son con dinero que te dan en el juego también, que si les llaman pavos, son como monedas. Pero hay también los que compran los personajes, o sea, le meten dinero para comprar el personaje. Pero no sé, a mí se me hace muy... O sea, no quiero decir que se hace muy ridículo, porque pues si tú quieres es cualquier persona. Pero digo, pues es nada más un personaje, no te da ninguna ventaja ni nada. No, es como un traje nada más. Yeah. Es como aquí también en el Zenless, también puedes comprarles trajes a los personajes, pero es si tú quieres, o sea, no es necesario, no te da una ventaja. Nada más, pues haces que las monas se vean más buenas. Como con Remiel ahorita tiene todo. No, pero de la cuenta digo, tipo, como para que no se borre el progreso o algo así. Ah, ok, sí. Sí, pues para eso es vincular la de cuando lo vinculas la vinculación. O sea, como es la cuenta de Epic Games, la vinculas tú con la Xbox. Se da de cuenta que así da de cuenta que si tú, vamos a suponer que se te descompone el Xbox, entonces descargas el juego en otra consola, o sea, y pones tu cuenta con la que juegas siempre, pues haz de cuenta que ahí te va a conectar directamente con esa cuenta. Pues solo como para vincular. No, o sea, como te digo, por ejemplo, en la de Xbox tengo vinculada, como la de cuenta, supongamos, la cuenta de Xbox es la que tiene el Game Pass, ¿ok? Entonces, esta cuenta la tengo vinculada a la Epic Games, o lo que viene, sí, lo que viene siendo Epic Games, para como quien dice, la de cuenta de Xbox sea la principal. Entonces, de ahí, como la de Xbox es la principal y tiene el Game Pass, la cuenta de PlayStation es como quien dice una secundaria. Entonces, si yo pongo esa cuenta de PlayStation y la vinculo a la Epic Games, como quien dice, ya tengo la otra cuenta, entonces ahora la cuenta de Play también va a tener las mismas cosas que tengo en la del Xbox. Entonces, haz de cuenta, por ejemplo, ahora, yo me igual lo mismo, si a mí me... Si a mí se me llega a pasar algo al Play o algo, pongo otra consola, pues simplemente descargo el juego otra vez, me conecto con la misma cuenta que tengo en la Epic Games, la de PlayStation, y ya pues como quien dice otra vez tengo lo mismo, ¿verdad? No se me quita, no se me borra. Perdón. Que también se le acabó la carga al micrófono. Sí, y te decía, ahora por ejemplo, si yo en el Switch también se puede jugar el Fortnite. Entonces si yo descargo el juego en el Switch y no tengo una cuenta y digo, bueno, voy a descargar una cuenta que ya tenga para poder vincularla a la Epic Game, puedo hacerlo, pero en este caso tendría que crear otra cuenta, o creo que no, nada más con que ponga la misma cuenta de la que tengo en Xbox Play. Entonces, como quien dice, sería la misma cuenta y ya vincularía como que es que fue un pedo, como quiera hacer eso, la verdad. Ay, Otaru, hola, soy nuevo, tengo que juntar películas para tener nuevos agentes. Hola, pues haz las historias y los eventos. Y termina todo, las historias, los eventos. O en qué ocupa su ayuda. Si acaso te puedo ayudar más o menos en dónde ayudarte, dónde puedes conseguir las películas. A lo mejor algunas son algo difíciles, pero si le metes... De hecho no son tan difíciles, nada más son chistes de que hagas las diarias siempre. Sí, o sea, lo que es que ahorita no estoy en modo historia. Déjame terminar la historia y te explico. Recién he comenzado el juego, no sé cómo equipar a mis personajes. ¿Cuál es tu disco? Ok.
You can take a hot shower too. There's a
Déjate lo
makeshift
paso.
bathroom over there. The Bamboo built it for me. Okay, fine.
Al cabo,
If you
mientras
don't
habla
want
ahí
to
la
live,
revista.
I'll dry you off myself.
Why? Why did you bring me here?
Hey, shouldn't you thank me first, Mr. Soaked to the Bone?
Thanks, Ramiel.
Since when did you become so obedient? That isn't like you at all. If you really want to show your thanks, here, it's your turn.
My turn? To do what?
your turn to dry my wings for me, of course. There are spots I can't reach on my own.
Mira, ahí está.
What's with
Es
that
ese.
look? I've already dried you off. Now it's your turn to return the favor.
Sí, por si te quieres unir, ahí vas. No somos muchos, ¿verdad? Somos poquitos.
You know, Wise, I've never liked rainy days. The rain always leaves my wings soaked and heavy.
Sí, por si ocupas alguna ayuda, más o menos, ahí te puedo explicar cómo
The same goes for taking a shower.
equipar a los
I can
personajes.
manage to keep my wings from getting too wet.
What wings must
De
feel
hecho, tampoco no es tan difícil.
really uncomfortable.
El mismo juego te dice cómo
Honestly,
equipar.
it's miserable.
¿Qué discos le sirven más?
Such a hassle to manage. A hairdryer is useless. Too hot and I start shedding. Too cold.
Si acaso nada más lo que te
chill.
explicaría sería
I can't just wait for that
cómo,
to dry. It takes forever.
o sea,
No
cómo
need to
jugar
be
con
sure
ellos,
that.
más o menos, porque tampoco no sé jugar tan
It
bien.
leaves this strange smell that I can never wash out. So, the best solution is a slow towel dry like this. But
Sí, mira, lo que debes de hacer para conseguir muchos
there are always
películas,
spots I can't reach. Before,
primero que nada las diarias, siempre que puedas, escribe a tu
sleep
disco,
under
¿verdad?
Bubby's bed and roll around, drying my wings on her
Okay.
sheets.
Huh?
Eh,
Wait, why would you crawl into someone else's bed? Wouldn't that make her upset?
It was fine as long as I didn't get caught. Though, of course, whenever Belly did notice me, she was absolutely furious. And no matter how angry she was, in the end, she'd always do just what you're doing now. Slowly drying the spots that were still damp. Wise, do you know what New Eridu's records say about what became of Belly and me?
I remember something about an operation called the Day of Silence. You and Colonel Vike were involved in an accident, and then both died in the line of duty.
Yes, died in the line of duty. Such a noble, dignified phrase. Though, in a sense, it isn't entirely wrong. After all, for us Void Hunters, our first and only duty was to suppress the Karma Core inside our weapons.
The Karma Core inside the Void Hunter's weapons?
Ok,
That's right.
ya está, Sotaro, y ahí me los mandas
I
las
mentioned
capturas.
before. What truly sets them apart from ordinary ethereals is a special core known as a Karma Core, found only within an enchainer. According to RK, a Karma Core differs from an ordinary ether core. It doesn't form naturally. It is something made directly by the Creator. The Creator made the Karma Cores, a power capable of rewriting the laws within Hollows, and used them as the cores to create the enchainers of the Great Hollows. That's the gist of it, at least. Back then, after a long and bitter struggle, we finally were able to bring down one of the enchainers. But the Karma Core itself could not be destroyed. RK and Sunbringer, they wanted to eliminate the threat posed by the Karma Core once and for all, while allowing humanity to harness the power within it. In the end, they found a way to seal the Karma Core within Force Alloy. And from that, they forged the Void Hunter weapons.
So, the power inside Void Hunter weapons ultimately comes from the Creator?
Yes, which is exactly why there are so many side effects. At the time, we were naive enough to believe that if we could truly master that power, humanity might finally overcome the Hollows once and for all. So, when RK and Sunbringer proposed the plan, we never doubted it for a moment.
Lady Sunbringer And Professor Arkay's plan?
Yes. Project Sunseeker. I'll never forget that accursed name for as long as I live. Simply put, it was an experiment that used vast quantities of porcelloi as a medium to partially fuse us Void Hunters with the Karma Core sealed within our weapons.
They fused you with a Karma Core? Then that would mean...
It meant we'd become artificial enchainers. No more enduring the costs of wielding Void Hunter weapons, and perhaps even achieving a stronger form to defend New Eridu. Looking back, I can hardly believe I fell for Arkay's lies so easily.
So, it was in that experiment when you and Colonel Vike...
Yes. Belly and I were the final participants. Or rather, the final test subjects. Looking back, I wonder if Belly already knew the truth behind Arkay and Sunbringer's plan. Otherwise, she probably wouldn't have insisted on coming along. She's never been one to enjoy the spotlight. If only I'd realized what she was thinking sooner.
Ramiel.
Arkay was extremely meticulous, always laying out careful, detailed plans. So, I can't say if the Karma Core losing control during the experiment was truly an accident, or if it was his cleverly disguised plan all along. But whatever the truth, it ended with the Karma Core spiraling out of control and Belly becoming a new enchainer. As for me, I partially fused with the Karma Core inside Thamiel, becoming what I am now. A monster. Half human, half enchainer. Maybe, deep down, I'm just not ready to give up my life so easily. In the final moment, Thamiel's power of controlling temporal patterns froze me in a state of near suspended animation. I didn't fully awaken from the seal in Persena's Hollow until about a year ago.
The power of temporal patterns.
Right. Remember my feathers? The ones that can pin you in place. That's an example. The Karma Core sealed within Thamiel holds the power to halt the flow of time. And because I partially fused with the Karma Core, even without Thamiel, I can replicate a similar effect on a smaller scale. But that little bit of power isn't nearly enough to take on those 3 Sunbringers. That's why I had to reclaim Thamiel. Even if it accelerates my path to becoming an enchainer, I still have to... Never mind. Enough about me. Why am I even telling you all of this? Still, now that I've told you so much... It's your turn.
Huh? My turn again? For what exactly?
To tell me your story, of course. Let's call it another round of our little Q&A game. You didn't actually ask, but I had a feeling you'd want to know. So I went ahead and answered anyway. Now, it's your turn.
I wasn't actually going to ask you anything. You simply started explaining it on your own.
Fair enough. But once you say certain things out loud, they don't weigh on you quite as much anymore. Or perhaps you'd like a little help getting started? Let me think.
Serpico and Truvia. They transferred to Helios not long after Belle and I started there. They came from a prominent background. They were the adopted children of Mosient, the head of High Ambitions Corp. They were exceptional students as well, so it didn't take long for them to become some of the Academy's most talked about students. We were all studying under Miss Carroll at the time, and before long, we became close friends. Back then, we all had ambitious plans for the future, understanding the Hollows, perhaps even conquering the 6 Great Hollows. In our teacher's words, we were meant to seize the sun called Helios. Later, the 4 of us who ranked at the top became the only 4 people ever to have smart ocular implants. Then, during a performance test for the implants, I lost control. Serpico. He died because of me. When I finally woke up in the hospital, I learned that Truvia had been taken away by people from High Ambitions Corp the day after the incident. The next time I saw her was during the fall of the old capital. She was with one of High Ambition's rescue teams. To be honest, I never imagined we'd meet again like that. Belle and I were seriously injured, but we still wanted to go back. Back to the ruins of Helios, to save as many people as we could. We begged Truvia for High Ambition's help. We promised we'd guide them through the Hollows, that we'd do whatever it took. But she turned us down without hesitation. I can't really remember what happened after that. But on that day at Helios, no one made it out alive except Belle and me. Then, in Roskalefer, I met Truvia again. We talked about the past, but the way she spoke about it felt as though she were talking about someone else's life. I didn't know how to face her. And ever since then, no matter what I do, I can't shake the feeling that I'm being watched. That gaze. I don't know whether it was Truvia's or Serpico's, or...
Perhaps it was your own. The you from the past. The one who kept thinking, if only I'd done something sooner. The one who never managed to forgive themselves. Making peace with the past isn't easy. And sometimes, you don't get the chance at all.
Yeah. There won't be another chance. Truvia. She was killed by Dracena. By that thing pretending to be Dracena.
Something pretending to be Dracena. Wise, what exactly happened before I found you? Will you tell me? I see. So that means Dracena, the youngest of the Sunbringers, had already... No. Judging from the timeline and the outcome, perhaps not yet.
No, bamboo.
What's happening outside?
I'm not sure. Let's go find out. All right. Sit anywhere you like. Just, not the bed. Wet bedding is such a pain to deal with.
Forgive me, but I cannot obey.
Is that secret?
I am afraid I cannot comply. I know Mr. Wise is here, and I have come to take him back. Please do not stand in the way of my duty.
Secret. She won't be easy to fool. Wise, hide for now. I'll think of something. Wise? What are you doing?
Sigrid, there's no need to pressure them. I'm right here.
Thank you for your understanding and cooperation, Mr. Wise.
But I'm sorry. I can't go back with you.
Well, since Wise has already stepped out into the open, I suppose there's little point in my remaining hidden. This would be our first proper face-to-face meeting, would it not, Deputy Director of Airspace Patrol?
Remiel. Now that is an unexpected development. Mr. Wise, Lady Dracaena has ordered a search for you. But our only aim is to uncover the truth of what happened inside the CCD. So please, come back with me. As for this fugitive wanted for the attempted assassination of Lady Eldrada...
Just so we're clear, if you decide to make a move here, you'll be the only one who dies.
How can you be so sure before you actually try?
I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I am a fugitive after all. Hardly a saint to begin with. But are you really willing to die like this? As a puppet controlled by that monster without ever learning the truth?
Then speak plainly. I have no patience for riddles.
Very well. You really do take all the fun out of it, don't you? Then I'll tell you outright. The Sunbringer inside the CCD was Gerta Blulu in disguise.
What did you say?
Huh? I expected that reaction from Sigrid, but you too, Wise? I thought you'd figured it out already.
That's quite a leap. I know that definitely wasn't Lady Dracaena, but... Gerta Blulu? How is that even possible?
That is quite a story you've come up with, Remiel.
Oh? I was expecting something more along the lines of, "How dare you slander Lady Dracaena?" followed by you charging straight at me with your spear. I was quite prepared for that. Or could it be you've suspected all along that the Sunbringer at the CCD might not be the real one?
What makes you so certain that it was Gerta Blulu?
Intuition, perhaps? Of course, there was also my trust in Wise, and a little reasoning. According to Wise's account, they followed the trail of singularity leakage through the energy hub, yet somehow ended up in Draceena's office. Then the false Dracaena showed up, sent Billy and Cecilia away, began mutating into an ethereal, and attempted to silence Wise for good. That's when Truvia arrived. She saw through the imposter's disguise too, and became her first target. After that, Sigrid, Dracaena ordered you to bring Wise back to the CCD and uncover the truth. Have I got that right?
Yeah. Sigrid, I understand why you'd find it hard to believe, but this is what I saw with my own eyes.
I did receive orders from Lady Dracaena. But what does that prove?
Let's put it this way, Sigrid. Before you arrived, based solely on Wise's description, I assumed Lady Draceena's karma core had gone out of control and turned her into an enchainer. But from what we've seen before, if that were the case, there is no way she could have retained her human consciousness, much less continued issuing orders to you. With that possibility ruled out, and considering Wise's discovery of the singularity leakages, along with the recent appearance of multiple enchainer larvae, it is entirely possible that either Gerta Blulu or Bashmu entered the CCD through the singularity leakage, and, through the karma core, became partially fused with Dracaena.
How could that even be possible?
It seems you have at least a basic understanding of enchainers and karma cores. Good. That saves me a fair bit of explanation. I can't say how Sunbringer managed it, but the most likely explanation is that she divided her karma core into 3 parts and entrusted them to the 3 ladies we see today. That would also explain why Gerta Blulu and Bashmu appeared at roughly the same time. Then again, there may be a 3rd Enchainer larva out there that we simply haven't discovered yet. As for why I don't think it was Bashmu, well, that's the easy part. Bashmu is enormous. Had it appeared in Buastrum, it couldn't possibly have gone unnoticed. So, either it was Gerta Blulu, or a 3rd Enchainer larva we haven't discovered yet. It attacked Lady Dracaena, and it succeeded. Just not completely. Otherwise, there would have been no reason to keep impersonating her. If I had to compare it to something, it would be like, 2 people fighting over the same controller. Dracena's consciousness and Gerta Blulu's consciousness coexist in the same body, competing for control of both the body and the karma core. Judging by the current situation, it seems Gerta Blulu has the upper hand.
That is still nothing more than speculation. And if Mr. Wise deceived you, then none of your conclusions would hold.
It's true. I have no way of proving that I wasn't lying.
It's all right, Wise. I believe you. And I believe everything you've told me. Remember the rules of our little Q&A game. You don't have to tell the whole truth, but no one is allowed to lie. And besides, Sigrid, you've heard us out this much already. I'd say that means there's still room for us to talk. Wouldn't you agree?
What is it you want to talk about?
Why, how to get that poor little Sunbringer out of her current predicament, of course. So, interested? There's too many eyes out here. We should speak inside.
The Retroflux Zone. I never would have thought you would be hiding here.
Oh? And here I thought you would let me go on purpose.
I never expected the Airspace Patrol surveillance network to have such a glaring blind spot.
Would you call it that? Before all this, I wouldn't have believed anyone would willingly live in the sewers with a whole colony of Bangbu either.
I was pretty shocked when I first got here too.
All right, let's save the small talk for later. Let's discuss how we're going to deal with Gerta Blulu. Or rather, what to do about Dracaena. First of all, the enemy has already taken control of the CCD. That effectively gives it access to Roskalifer's communications network as well. In other words, we can't communicate with anyone through electronic means right now. If we do, it'll notice us almost immediately.
Lady Dracaena did give orders to keep a close watch on any unusual communication signals within the island.
See? The enemy is already starting to show the cloven hoof. No offense to horse tyrants, of course.
Go on.
Dealing with it wouldn't actually be difficult. The real problem is how to do it quietly. Even I can't be sure I could bring it down in a single strike. None of us knows how deeply it has fused with the Karma Core. If we act rashly, worst case, everyone in Roskalifer ends up witnessing Lady Dracaena turn into an ethereal. And by then, even if we manage to save Dracaena, to Roskalifer, all we've really done is save a monster that could turn into an ethereal at any moment.
I never thought you cared about Roskalifer's order and stability.
Why wouldn't I? This is the utopia my friend built with her own hands.
Remiel's right. We need a way to keep the imposter contained without drawing any attention. Sneaking back into the CCD again probably won't work. Even if Sigrid helped us and cleared out all the guards, the imposter would notice the moment she did anything out of the ordinary. Unless we could somehow lure the imposter out of the CCD and into somewhere isolated. Somewhere no one would notice. Wait. Ramiel, Sigrid, I know how we can deal with the imposter without drawing anyone's attention.
Oh?
Please, go on.
Tomorrow evening, the CCD will be holding a welcoming banquet for the island's guests in its reception hall. Lady Dracena is scheduled to host it herself, which means she'll have to appear in person.
That does sound promising. We could go in as guests instead of forcing our way into the CCD. That would save us a great deal of trouble.
But, Mr. Wise, with so many guests around, how do you plan to stay unnoticed?
What if a singularity leakage were to appear at the exact moment the imposter makes an appearance? Or rather, a passage formed by multiple singularity leakages. That's how it was transferred to Buastrom in the first place. So naturally, we can use the same method to send it back. And if there are no airspace patrol soldiers near the hollow at the time, then it shouldn't attract any attention, right?
I am starting to lose track of what you mean, Mr. Wise. How are you going to make a singularity leakage appear in the CCD reception hall at that exact time?
Yesterday, Ramiel and I found the culprit's crime scene at the bottom of the retroflux zone. We also figured out how those singularity leakages are being created. I think I can make something similar. As long as we keep it under control, nobody at the banquet should be in any danger.
Fighting fire with fire, are we?
Yeah. As long as we have stable hollow observation data to run the calculations. Oh, wait. No. I don't have the HDD with me. And I can't contact Bell or Ferry either. So, how am I supposed to get stable hollow observation data?
Uh-oh. That look on your face tells me something's wrong, Wise.
If you are concerned about obtaining stable hollow observation data, while I am not an expert in that field, I should still be able to offer some assistance. There is a derelict area known as Rosewick within the Scommel Hollow. During patrols, we discovered equipment there that is similar to what the CCD uses to process Rosetta data. However, due to their excessive size, they were left abandoned on site and never retrieved.
If the equipment is still operational, we should be able to make use of it. But without data boot to handle the calculations, that would probably take... Oh, the Enna Gang's Bamboo. Most of the Enna Gang's Bamboo used to be CCD data boo. If they're willing to help us.
Don't you remember, Wise? In their eyes, those 3 Sunbringers are all imposters. Anyway, leave this to me. At the very least, Prophet Boo should be willing to do me this favor. That leaves one final question. How are we supposed to get into Scommel Hollow without tipping off the imposter?
Why are you both suddenly looking at me like that?
Oh, nothing. I simply thought a certain airspace patrol deputy director might be able to get us into Scommel Hollow.
Creo que esto ya es lo último porque están hablando mucho y ya me aburrí.
And find a way to get you to Rosewick. I can also pretend I never saw
Es
you.
lo que me caga a veces. Tiene mucho. O sea, está bien que sea, pero.
I discover that everything you have told me.
Podrían haberlo dicho, ok, es esta y Ultravilus. Vámonos, listo, vámonos, sí, ya sabemos quién es.
Whatever the cost.
Y ahora sí, vámonos a meternos.
Before I leave, there is one final matter I would like to confirm with you, Ramiel.
Mm-hmm.
You once attempted to assassinate Lady Eldrada. Why, then, are you going to such lengths to save Lady Dracena?
Because none of them are the Sunbringer I'm looking for. To me, they're no different from this city in the sky. They're all gifts Sunbringer left behind for the world. I simply don't want to stand by and watch the things my friend cherished be destroyed by monsters from who knows where.
En fin. Dice, descansa en el sofá antes de dormir. Habla una vez más con Remy. ¿Qué sí? Después de las crisis de hoy, me imagino que te costará conciliar el sueño. ¿Estás bien, señor fugitivo? Estoy bien. ¿Y tú? Yo llevo más de un par de días siendo una fugitiva. Claro que estoy bien. No me refería a eso. ¿Te preocupas por mí porque mencioné lo de mi profesión en el encadenador? No te preocupes, soy más difícil de matar de lo que imaginas. Siento como me deslizo poco a poco, de manera inversible, hacia el abismo del encadenador. Pero no me convertiré de verdad en un monstruo de un momento a otro. Mientras actuemos juntos no me convertiré de repente en un monstruo desalmado para atacar. No te preocupes. Usar el poder de Taumian. Bueno, mentiría si dijera que no. Cuanto más uso a Taumian, más fuerte se vuelve la corrupción del creador en mí. Pero ahora es justo cuando necesito este poder. No tengo motivos para no hacerlo. Pero puedes estar tranquilo, señor Preocupaciones. Mis compañeros me prepararon unos medicamentos especiales cuando de verdad no pueda contener la corrupción. Naturalmente me refugiaré en esta pequeña habitación, tomaré la medicina, descansaré y esperaré a que la corrupción desaparezca. Igual que hace una semana. Debería decir que eres perspicaz o que me guardo rencor. Has acertado. Hace una semana, debido a los continuos combates, es cierto que llegué al límite de mis fuerzas y ya no pude contener la corrupción. La corrupción se manifiesta en mi aspecto. No te gustaría verme así. Honestamente, tampoco quiero que nadie me vea así. La horrible apariencia que quiero es como la de un monstruo. Si de verdad me obligaran a que si fuera, preferiría morir. Así que perdona por haber huido de ti aquella vez. Aunque me llevó una semana, los síntomas por fin están bajo Remy. Creo que me he ido por las ramas. Tal vez me hayas contagiado un poco de tu melancolía. Señor cara de melón, amargo. Lo que me pase a mí da igual. De todas formas, no habrá ningún problema por ahora. Deberás descansar temprano y preocuparte más por ti mañana. Contamos contigo. Si de verdad no puedes dormir, no tengo problema en cederte mi cama. No te preocupes. Me ponen en medio antes de no sabes dónde está tu cama, pero en el área de refugio de cuando está un poco desgastado, esta cama se ve muy elegante. Tiene muchos de sus peluches y adornos favoritos. La verdad es que transmite una sensación de seguridad muy particular. Un aroma muy relajante emana de la cama y si prestas atención también puedes notar sobre las sábanas algunas de sus plumas caídas de forma natural. De repente te da mucha curiosidad saber cómo se siente la cama, aunque ya te recostaste en ella una vez. Cuando te desmayaste no tuviste oportunidad de apreciarla bien. Para la cama. Aún se siente caliente la cama ahora que lo piensas con unas alas tan grandes pero no solo puede dormir boca abajo. Seguir pensando en ello parece un poco descortés con Red. Será mejor olvidarlo. Bueno, pues acá en el que está dejando un mapa de historia, varios lugares parece que podrían ser sitios importantes con algún propósito especial. Tratan de entierros recientes, que significa lo que dice la nota. Recuerda decirle a Griff que salgan para ir a hacer cola para las tortitas excesivas de tentempiés. Gente.
Feels like way too much happened today. My brain can barely keep up. There's no way I'm making it back to Amber Hall. I guess I'll have to stay here for the night. I hope Bella and the others won't worry. No, of course they will. Oh, Sigurd's here so early. I'd better go take a look.
Los redonditos son geniales, pueden correr y saltar. Los robots redonditos. ¿Por qué no puedo? ¿Por qué no me lo dejas correr? Ah, no me deja salir. Ya está, no me deja.
Good morning. I have secured a carrot for the Rosewick area. As promised, I will escort you there.
How do you intend to get us there? Surely not under the pretense of transporting newly captured fugitives.
Of course not. I brought this.
That hesitation was very telling. She really did consider taking us there as prisoners.
So, what's inside?
Costumes and props. They should allow you to accompany me openly into Scommel Hollow.
Ah, I see. Airspace patrol uniforms. Not a bad idea.
Right. If we're disguised as airspace patrol soldiers and accompany you in the Hollow, this should work. Thank you, Sigrid.
Yes. That is the plan. In any case, please hurry and change. Time is short. We must depart as soon as possible.
Hey, look! What's that?
Wait a second. There are two Mr. Roars?
Is something the matter? Why have you fallen silent? Is the size incorrect?
It's, not just the size. Though the size is certainly part of the problem. Sigrid, are you serious? You expect this to fool the airspace patrol soldiers?
Yes. I believe it should serve well enough.
No, there's no serving here. The deputy director of the airspace patrol traveling with Mr. Roar. Two Mr. Roars, no less. Is there anything in Roskalifer more suspicious than that?
Ramiel, calm down. I'm sure Sigrid has her reasons for this.
In truth, it was already rather late by the time I returned yesterday, and I had no time to prepare. As luck would have it, one of our squad members found a Mr. Roar mascot suit near Beckford Street during yesterday's routine patrol, so I brought it with me.
Y el otro, ¿dónde lo consiguió?
Beckford Street. Ramiel, is this the one you left there the day before yesterday?
Oh? So you are fond of Mr. Roar too, Ramiel?
I am not. How did you even arrive at that conclusion? Wait. There are 2 mascot suits here. Don't tell me.
The other one is mine.
El que trae, el oscuro es el de que trae Wise.
In any case, once we enter the outpost, I ask that you both cooperate and play your parts as Mr. Roar properly. Do not do anything that would reveal your identities.
De acuerdo.
Secret. From now on, we're the Roar twins.
You seem rather pleased with yourself.
Stay in character, Ramiel. Every sentence Mr. Roar says must end with "rar."
Rar.
Understood, Deputy Director Sigrid. Roar!
Very well. Since you are both prepared, let us move out.
Ah, yo pensé que iba a tener al Wise en forma de mono, de botarga.
I never thought I'd be putting this outfit on a second time.
Looked to me like you were enjoying yourself last time.
You two, do not forget to add "rar" to the end of your sentences.
Au.
Good morning, Lady Sigrid! Up and about early as always, huh? They are?
Mr. Roar.
I know it's Mr. Roar, but, why plural?
Obviously, Mr. Roar has a twin.
Huh. Since when did that become part of his backstory? I've never heard of that before.
Did you really think Rose Califer's massive pancake demand could be handled by a single Mr. Roar? Mr. Roars, please tell my subordinate the truth.
I'm the Mr. Roar who works on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Rawr!
I'm the Mr. Roar for the Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday shifts. Rawr!
That signature catchphrase. Yeah, that's...
Oye, el actor de voz está chido porque
Point here.
le dio otro tono a la voz.
Out here.
For pancakes?
Huh. Pancakes. Is that some kind of
Las
Mexican code name?
tortitas.
Oh no, he's definitely suspicious. And why pancakes? Who would bring Mr. Roar into the hollow just for pancakes?
I can't believe I actually went along with this absurd disguise plan.
I get it now, Lady Secret!
Huh?
The pancake ingredients were lost in the hollow, weren't they? That's why you rushed two Mr. Roars in to help search for them. I understand completely! Rose Califer needs pancakes just as much as Airspace Patrol needs you and Lady Linvern!
What is this guy even talking about? How did he get from pancakes to that?
Affirmative. That is correct.
No. That is definitely not what you meant. That path was way too obvious.
Oh, I understand everything now! Lady Secret, please, wait a moment. I'll let you and the two Mr. Roars through right away!
I don't want to think about how any of this makes sense anymore. Rawr!
Agreed. My head hurts too. I'm starting to think a second brain might be necessary. Rawr.
The route is ready. We may depart whenever you are prepared.
Señorita Sir, ya estamos listos. Podemos dejarlos pasar a los dos señores rígidos en cualquier momento. Vamos ahora mismo. Qué mamadas con eso. Estuvo chido. Los monillos. Me gustó la voz que le hizo el ¿cómo se llama? El intérprete de Wise. Le dio otro tono, me gustó eso. Andan juntos a la cavidad de Scamal y después de mucho caminar por fin llegan a su destino, Roswick.
All right. From here on, there is no need to worry about being spotted by my subordinates. There are no scheduled patrols in Rosewick today. What are you two doing?
Finally got this headpiece off. I was beginning to wonder how much longer I could last in there.
See? I told you. This costume is way too tight and stuffy. Getting stuck in it the other day was definitely not my fault.
Oh.
It's not very polite to stare, Miss Deputy Director. Or is there something on my face?
No, nothing like that. I merely thought you seemed somewhat more lively than I had expected. You're quite different from the Remiel described in the records of the first-generation Void Hunters.
Let me guess. In those records, we all come across as rather stern and proper, don't we? Well, I suppose that can't be helped. We were Void Hunters, after all. We had to look the part, especially the sort of Void Hunter people expected to see. The head of the Hoshimi family gets lost at the drop of a hat. Sunbringer is a bit socially awkward. And Joyous spends every other day nursing a hangover. You wouldn't expect any of that to make it into the official records, would you?
La matriarca de la familia Hoshimi tiene un pésimo sentido de la orientación. La dama del árbol tiene un poco de ansiedad social. Y yo sufro resacas cada 2x3. No esperarías que nada de eso apareciera en los registros oficiales.
Indeed.
But that was who they really were. Nothing like the people described in those records.
What about you, Remiel? What's the real you like?
The real me? Isn't she standing right in front of you already?
Knew it. That's about what I expected.
Oh my, then we really are in sync. But let's save the gossip for later, shall we? Don't forget why we came here.
Yes. The central district of Rosewick is just ahead. The device we are looking for should be there.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Ajá, no puedo jugar con ella.
Let us pass through this tunnel first. Rosewick should be just ahead.
Casi. La pose. Yo le tiembla a todo. Sí, le tiembla a todo. Ese fue total.
So this is Rosewick.
What a spectacle.
Rosewick. I never imagined this place would end up like this.
Huh? You've been here before?
Yes. Back when there was still only one Sunbringer, over 100 years ago. That enormous building in the distance is called Meridian Hall. It was once a research facility personally overseen by Sunbringer. And the main focus of that research was to work with Joyous and the others to verify whether the Rosetta Data computational model was viable. But as for how this place ended up in the Hollow, that I don't know. Of course, the Research Institute back then didn't look like this. At the very least, it wasn't so twisted. It should be fine. Many of the facilities inside Meridian Hall were made of porcelain, so they should be pretty ether resistant. As for the spatial structure, we'll have to rely on the back door that Sunbringer left behind. You'll see when we get there.
Mr. Wise? Did you ride along the tracks like this last time as well?
Sorry, Secret. The first ride can be rather difficult to...
What is that glowing over there?
Well now, I never expected it would still be right where I left it.
Cuando tenga eso, pues.
Looks like the nearby ethereals spotted us. They're starting to gather.
Call me anytime you need my help.
Fine. There's no need. This is barely even a warm-up.
Attack!
Scorching Sun! Total annihilation!
What am I gonna do? Spin.
Even the force trembles. Shatter! Break through their ranks. We charge together. Dealt with, for now. Let us go see what that glowing object is.
Pues quiero ver qué hay aquí. Creo que hay algo para entrar, pero no sé qué está aquí. pase la historia. Parece un de este de Tetris, a ver.
This object bears a strong resemblance to certain devices within the CCD.
Yes, both are Sunbringer's creations after all. I'm surprised this key hasn't been affected by the spatial distortions. It remains intact. Guess we're pretty lucky. It's the key to Meridian Hall, the back door that Sunbringer left.
This is a key, you say? But where is the door?
For that, I'm afraid you'll have to ask Sunbringer herself. Aside from Meridian Hall, most of the buildings here were residences and other facilities prepared for the researchers who worked here. In other words, even if they were swallowed by the Hollow, it wouldn't matter. There was nothing important inside them to begin with. But Meridian Hall is different. The prototype used to verify Rosetta data is stored inside. Sunbringer, she always believed these instruments might still serve a purpose someday. So she designed a dedicated emergency restoration system for the entirety of Meridian Hall. That's the back door I mentioned. Once activated, it will rapidly restore the space both inside and outside to the default state recorded when the device was configured, allowing people to enter and leave. Hold your horses there, my impatient friend. Let me finish first. There's actually two parts to this key, and we need both to enter. Back then, Sunbringer gave each of us Void Hunters a copy of the key, just in case the unexpected happened. But, you know me. I thought it was quite troublesome, so, well, I simply hid both pieces of the key she gave me somewhere nearby. I mean, people hide spare keys under doormats or in flower pots all the time, right? At least it worked out, right? If I had taken it with me back then, we'd be at a loss now. As for the other part of the key, if memory serves, I hid it somewhere rather high up, I think. It was over 100 years ago. Surely it's natural for me to have forgotten. You sure are sharp. But careful there, Detective Wise. Or someone may just turn you into a static background asset with all RGB values set to 255.
You two, let us cut the chatter. Since this part is still here, it stands to reason that the nearby spatial structure has not changed too drastically. Let us check the high ground nearby first. Perhaps we will find other clues.
Okay, but before that, let's put this part of the key into the device.
Unbecoming of me.
Only half the key was inserted, so only about that much of it was restored.
This way. It seems there is a path leading higher up.
Right.
Como si fuera un juego de Tetris o de un cubo de rugby.
Gallop is over. Tree. Break them! Offensive stance!
Back at you. Yep, don't get scorched. That's right.
A direct strike! Break through their ranks! Shatter! Yeah! Break them!
What am I gonna do with that?
Take them down.
Nada. Bueno. Pedo.
What was that sound? Enemies?
That's Sunbringer.
Sunbringer? But how?
It's not so unusual. Hollows are full of echoes of the past.
A voice with no visible source. That isn't common, is it?
Hay un de estos. Una vez.
Let's take a look around here.
I see it. The other half of the key is over there.
See? I told you it was hidden somewhere high nearby. Did I not?
I should be able to unlock this path if I hack the robot.
I did not realize you were capable of such things.
I've dealt with all sorts of things on the island, but, anyway, this isn't all that difficult.
No es para desbloquear esta cama. Ah, no puedo pasar.
Problem solved. Let's keep moving.
Vamos, quiero ver qué hay acá. No, ya no se puede. Ah, es para llamar al robot. La cajita. Esta chafa.
Seems we'll need to find another way around.
I seem to remember a very beautiful spot up ahead. You can see the entire Meridian Hall from up this high.
A ver dónde hay más cofrecitos.
Let's stir up some trouble.
Frost and lightning!
Hyrois! If we hack the drone, paths should open.
Hay un robot, pero siento que si lo hago.
Good. We're almost at the target.
That's quite an emotion. The experiment was a success.
That voice.
That's Joyous. He's likely been dead for a very long time.
Pues no es cierto porque lo hemos visto. Que anda todavía.
There should be a better flick, huh?
I truly do miss who I used to be.
me olvidó ninguna.
The ethereals in this area are gathering again.
Is it just me? Or do the ethereals seem interested in the Meridian Hall key too?
Spin. Perhaps that's just because it sparkles?
Attack!
Go and take the key. Time to speed things up.
¿Qué hay? Ay, no,
Been
perdón.
left
Bueno,
here all this time. Poor thing. Now, I'll take you to fulfill your purpose.
It is still the beginning of a miracle. The Rosetta data. The beginning of a miracle. Celebrate.
I know. A moment like this does call for celebration. Just as it did back then.
Ramiel, that voice. Is that...
era Beliora.
That's Belly.
Sí.
All right, we have the key. Let's head back. Goodbye, my old friends. The view's lovely from up here. Want to take a look?
Celebrate.
The echoes in the hollow. They really know how to bring the mood.
Are you okay?
Yes.
No, estoy no papá.
Stay close to me.
Au. Ay, a ver si me he tardado bastante. Según nomás le iba a dar 2 horas, ya van 2 horas.
Meridian Hall has been fully
My
restored.
feathers again. Well, that went rather smoothly. Let's hope everything inside is fine as well.
So this is where the Rosetta data was born.
Au. Con golpe. No había visto eso. Esta figura. Vamos a desbloquear nomás esa. Ah, perro, pedazo.
I can hear your heartbeat.
An ambush.
Pyrois!
cambio la vida. Se me olvidó, pendejo. No, se escapa.
Build the blade with me! Strike down! Blade! The sky shall not be defiled!
Está chido. Está chido su especial.
Break them! Shatter! Storm! Everlasting flame!
The clear path to victory!
Need me already.
Surrender now!
Uh-oh.
Waiting for me.
Aquí no se me olvida nada. Okay.
Up we go.
Después de eso. ¿Qué? ¿Dónde me llevará? Bajando usted. No está aquí. Un destino desconocido me trajo aquí donde mismo. Es que debo ahí hacer algo.
What? Curious as to how I can fly.
Debe haber algo para activar esto.
Up we go.
Y ya porque luego no va a tardar en investigar y por una vez. Ya nada más lo que se pudo agarrar y listo.
The space here is still shifting. The entire building should have returned to its original state by now. Should it not?
Yeah, perhaps there's a delay. The device is over 100 years old after all. A little instability is to be expected, I suppose. It seems the environmental changes won't affect our exploration much.
Let us keep moving forward.
Why are there ethereals here as well? If you aren't paying rent, I'm afraid I must ask you to move out.
Face me! The space was hidden. No wonder so many ethereals gathered here. Shatter!
Is this the last one? I was expecting something a little tougher.
Build the blade with me! Strike down!
All my strength in one strike! Hold the line! Shatter! Offensive stance!
Time to shine, my partner in crime. I can hear your heartbeat.
Indomitable!
There it is, the device we're after. Let's go, Wise. What comes next, only you can do.
So this is the prototype they used to verify Rosetta data.
The equipment was not damaged in that fight, was it?
It looks intact on the outside. It's a prototype, but the modules aren't that different from modern systems. I think it should be fine. This is it. Prototype, boot up! We did it!
Seeing these screens light up again after all this time feels strange. Well, can you work with it? Anything unclear?
No issue so far. If anything, it's been suspiciously smooth. This system feels remarkably similar to the HDD. Next, I'll connect to Prophet Boo. He'll act as a relay node and mask our Rosetta data request as normal traffic. To minimize exposure, we'll only police central data from the CCD and handle the rest locally. I only managed to install the essential modules on Prophet Boo, and with most of the bandwidth reserved for Rosetta data transmission, the connection may be a little rough.
Oh, that's Griff. Looks like it worked. Need anything from us, Wise?
Thanks, but not right now. I've got this.
Understood. We will keep watch for any ethereals and keep the area secure.
Link bandwidth stable. Traffic disguise deployed. Target side response seems normal. Starting designated path prediction calculations.
As expected of a holo specialist, the aura is completely different. Watching him, it truly occurred to me that Rosetta data was born here.
Yes, exactly.
Link bandwidth stable. Verification unit synchronization complete. Professor, can you hear me? We can begin with data extraction. Everyone, I believe... I must now inform you of a major situation. What? The theoretical verification of Rosetta data is complete. It was a resounding success.
Oh, is that how one delivers good news? You nearly gave me a heart attack!
I believe this is due to Miss Sunbringer practicing the composure training I recommended.
How many more people do you intend to torment with your family's strange tradition?
So loud. That's quite the commotion. I take it the experiment was a success?
Yes, very much so. It would have been even more successful if the core technology provider had simply stayed asleep.
Even a little nap earns me that much grief. I was merely showing full confidence in my colleagues' professional competence. Besides, today's success is only the first step toward taking back the world.
All right.
Se ven chidos esos
At a time
trajes.
like this, why not be honest and express a little joy? Even
Pues
if the
hubiera estado
Rosetta
chido también que
data
les
is only the
pusieran,
beginning,
lo hubieran puesto
it is
traje.
still the beginning of a miracle. Let us celebrate properly, shall we? And Professor Arke, don't even think about skipping it.
Then, let's throw a party, like the one Mayflower treated us to last time.
Don't tell me you're planning to drink until the next morning again.
The professor will throw him out, just like last time.
Then let us hold a ball with soft drinks only.
Hey, you people.
Back then, we thought taking back the world was only a
O
matter
sea, Yoyos es como Belly Wise, solo que tiene la
there was nothing.
tiene la figura de Rice, pero la personalidad de Belle.
In the end, none of us reached the promised destination.
Finally. That should take care of it.
Mr. Wise, how did it go?
Everything went smoothly. Now all that's left is to use this data to... Ramiel, is something wrong? Are you alright?
No, I'm all right. I simply, wanted a little more time to look around. This place brings back memories of some old friends.
Are you sure you're okay, Ramiel?
I'm perfectly fine, really. Now that the calculations are done, let's head back. If we stay much longer, we'll miss tonight's banquet.
Entonces con éxito los otros derrotan completos al Profeta Boo. Después se vuelven a poner el del señor Rugido y regresan juntos a la base de Pandilla N. Y ahora sí, creo que nomás aquí le dejamos. Al regresar a la base se dirigen de inmediato a la habitación de Remy para comenzar a aplicar y calibrar pequeños dispositivos destinados a provocar singularidades de fuga. Tras una sesión de trabajo de lo no sé qué, durante la calibración del dispositivo Remy y Sibri salen en silencio y en algún momento regresan a la habitación igual de discretamente, aunque te preguntas de qué habrán hablado. Por ahora lo más importante es ejecutar el plan cuanto antes.
This should be everything. Here, Secret. You got my instructions earlier, right?
Yes, Mr. Wise. I simply need to place these devices at your designated locations, correct?
Yeah. Once the imposter appears, I'll activate the devices and create a small singularity leakage at the venue.
Meanwhile, I'll use Thaumiel's power to immobilize both it and everyone at the venue. Then, before it has time to react, I'll drag it through the leakage and into the hollow. Finally, we subdue it and rescue Dracaena.
Very well. Understood. I will do everything in my power to help you enter the venue unnoticed. However, if the worst case scenario occurs, if, in the end, our conclusions are proven wrong, and this was all fabricated by Mr. Wise,
then the banquet will become the place where you arrest both the fugitive who attempted to assassinate Aldrada and the fugitive who attempted to assassinate Dracaena. I imagine Wise would have no objections to that, would you?
No, I promise.
Then may none of us betray the trust we have placed in each other. There is a balcony outside the banquet hall. The door to that balcony will be locked today, so you two can stay there until the banquet begins. When the music begins, that signals the start of the banquet. The guests will share the first dance. Once that happens, you can head directly above the hall and prepare to act.
Got it.
Bueno, vamos a seguir. Chingue su madre.
We are here. Next, I will head in and set up the device. There are surveillance cameras above the hall. Wise, you can connect to them from your end and confirm the situation. All right then. Please stay here and keep yourselves hidden. I will take my leave now.
Let's use the camera to check on Sigrid. This is a pretty good spot. I'm in. Oh no, a soldier's coming this way. What's going on?
Can you two hear me fine? All devices are in position. Mr. Wise, you have the exact locations in sight, yes?
Yes, I see them. But what happened just now?
Ah, you mean the soldier who came to speak to me. He asked me what was inside, and I said, this was specially prepared for Lady Dracaena. He then said, oh, I see. A heart-to-heart over dessert. On the floor, no doubt. I can hardly wait. And left.
Can't believe I've grown used to the strange things that happen around her.
The welcome banquet is about to begin, so I must take my leave now. I wish you two luck.
Honored guests who have traveled all this way from the surface of New Eridu, welcome to Rose Califer.
Oh, it's starting. Come on. We should make our way up, too.
All right, I'll take the side fire escape.
Why go through all that trouble?
Whoa, wait!
Los
Now let us follow the music and dance with our partners. May we all
Everyone down there is dancing. Once the music ends, Greta Blulu will show up. Okay, I'm ready.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Ramiel, stay down. What if someone sees you?
Why would they? On such a beautiful night with lovely music, surely everyone's eyes are on their dance partner. And you? You were so calm a moment ago. Why so nervous now, Mr. Honor Student?
No matter how we frame it, what we're about to do could be considered an assassination.
To the unsuspecting crowd below, we must look like a pair of unforgivable criminals. Relax. I've witnessed spectacles far grander than this. Oh, right. The music won't end for a while yet. So, to settle those nerves, shall we share a dance of our own?
Huh? Dancing? Right here, right now? Is this really the time for that?
You're already my partner in crime. It's a little late to worry about propriety.
For the record, I've never really danced before. If I step on your foot, please don't blame me.
You know, Wise. I've actually been keeping something from you. And you're definitely gonna be mad once you know the truth. But what can you do when your partner turns out to be a liar?
Lady Dracaena is here.
Everyone stay right where you are.
It's time for her speech.
After you, Lady Dracaena.
Remy?
I'm sorry, Wise. As this dance draws to a close, it's time for us to say goodbye. Wise, you almost made me forget that I no longer belong to this era. I almost forgot that I was meant to fly into the abyss alone. There's still a place for you to go back to. So from here on, let me handle this on my own.
If you're that eager to die, then so be it!
No.
You're forcing the Enchainer transformation. Then bring it on.
Ramiel! I won't let you shoulder this burden alone.
Muy bien. Comience.
Ramiel, if you ever freeze me with those feathers again, I'm plucking you like a chicken.
Wise, why are you here? Didn't I?
You're the one who said we were partners in crime. Who leaves their partner behind like that?
Sorry.
You can apologize after this is over. What just happened? And what's that huge ether glow over there?
That's Gerta Blulu's cocoon. Since we ruined its plans, it's trying to absorb nearby ether to make up for the energy deficit and force its fusion with the Karma Core. And completely devour Dracaena. I can't be certain how much longer she can hold on.
Is there any way to stop it?
Do you see those new ether growths nearby? Gerta Blulu created them. They're basically doing the equivalent of a blood transfusion, gathering ether from the air and feeding it into the rapidly growing cocoon. In other words, if we cut off those growths, we can stop the cocoon from growing any further.
Are there any main arteries among those blood vessels?
Sharp as ever. Good. I found 2 in total. Sever them both, and the energy supply across this entire area will fail. Then we can destroy the cocoon. Now that player 2 has joined the game, let's get ready to clear the stage at double speed. The space here is unstable. Watch your step.
I'll watch the tracks. Wait for me at the end.
Move carefully. Wise, the cocoon's doing something. Watch out!
The cocoon is sending out blasts at intervals.
Okay.
When they explode, get to the nearest cover immediately.
That's it. That's the first artery. The frequency of the blasts is increasing. I need to find a way into the next area.
This may get a little rough. Be careful.
Its activity level is still climbing.
Don't panic. Whatever happens, stay clear of the blast.
Understood. Remiel, how are things on your side?
The target growth is just ahead. I'll leave it to you, Wise. This route looks safer. Go this way.
Remiel, how's the cocoon looking?
Seems to be even more active than before. What a nuisance. Rest for a moment. Then we'll push through in one go.
Be careful. Keep clear of the blast zone. Blasts have grown stronger again.
Wise, take the tracks to the next target.
Not good!
I'll think of something.
Using the rail car as cover. I'm impressed. We're approaching the second target field.
La agarra, casi me pega esa mamada.
Destroy it, and the cocoon's growth should stop completely.
Muerte. Ah, lo está haciendo más fuerte el perro.
This way. We're nearly there.
Closer I get to the cocoon, the stronger its reaction becomes.
That only proves we've got it cornered. Move in during the gaps between explosions. Wise, ready to punch right through it?
Ready!
Now! Don't let your guard down. It's not over.
Too late. Evolution complete.
Together!
A la bestia.
Become the
Épico. Esto va a ser épico, papus.
I had no idea ethereals could be so talkative. Then let those be your final words in this world. Yep. Wind shear.
Toma esto, güey.
It devoured half of itself just to keep fighting. Crashing down. Is this how a beast born from the hollow thinks?
What an awful sight. Let's put it out of its misery. Engage!
Let's bring this to its peak. Cherish the time you still have to feel regret. Let this era come crashing down. The line shall be drawn by me.
Everlasting flames!
Eternal imprisonment!
Like that.
Everlasting flames! Strike down!
Almost there.
Órale, güey.
Expose its cord.
Hang in there. Follow my lead.
Getting away. We have to catch it.
Wise, you should take a breather. Now then, it's finally time to get serious.
Counting on you, Remy.
Hola, verga. Se puso seria la Remy.
Remy! Capture it alive and save Dracena from inside the core!
Ah, eso está bien verga.
It's been a long time since I fought in skies, but this is Martin. Show me what else you have. Gird up, Lulu!
Charging up! Get ready for a ranged attack!
Esquiva. El barrel de Fox, Star Fox. Supieras que soy bueno en eso, güey. Barrel. R1, órale, güey.
Always attacking from here. Can't you face me head on? Unfortunately for you,
Okay.
I don't leave. Bringing down the pillars to block my path again. Out of my way. An attack this weak. It won't be long now.
Its core is nearly exposed!
Good. Time to end this. After 100 years of sleep, my body
Pégale.
rather sluggish.
Ah, muchas veces. Órale, güey.
Forget it.
Ah.
Hardly worth the effort.
Ahí mero.
Checkmate.
Dracaena is inside its core.
I'll handle this.
She's still alive, but fading quickly.
I'll stabilize her ether activity.
¡No! ¡El Bashmu! Espérate, alguien lo movió.
Just devoured Gerta Blulu and left. Why? Remy, are you okay?
I'm fine. Forget chasing that big one. Saving Dracaena is what matters now. We still need to see this little act through to the end, don't we?
Suspect's location confirmed. All units, combat readiness level 1.
Ah, la bestia.
S-rank wanted criminal Remiel Dan. You would do well not to resist in vain.
Linvern? Why is she here? Isn't she supposed to be in Virium? I don't understand the situation yet, but I need to explain this to her.
You there, unfamiliar face. I do not know your identity, but if you have nothing to do with this, do not act rashly. Our first priority is to ensure Lady Draceena's safety and arrest the criminal who attempted to take her life. If you understand your position, remain silent and do not interfere with our official duties.
Secret? Is she signaling me not to interfere? Why would she do that? What happened while I was out?
Remiel, hand over Dracaena beside you. Do not try anything foolish.
You mean this little one? I was beginning to tire of her anyway. Take her back. She's still breathing. Whether she survives is up to you.
Remiel, why does it feel like you expected this? What exactly are you trying to pull?
I thought this little one's disappearance would throw you all into chaos. I didn't expect you to catch up so quickly. How dull. Time to bring this game to a close.
The former Void Hunter Remiel Dan. I never imagined a legendary figure like her could still be alive. But why? Why would she be the one to attempt to assassinate Lady Sunbreak?
If Lady Linvern had not rushed back from Virium in time, who knows what would have...
Lady Linvern went out of her way to bring us here, so that we might witness the legendary Void Hunter's arrest alongside the soldiers. Quite a sight. However, as a TOPS member, I am far more concerned with the truth behind another assault.
Mr. Owen, I know what you mean, but I believe the answer lies with the very same person. Answer me, Remiel. Was it you who abducted Dracaena at the welcome banquet and left her gravely injured?
Naturally.
Were you also the one who infiltrated the computing center and attempted to murder Truvia, High Ambitions Corp's lead researcher?
Yes, that was me.
No.
What? You... why?
Ella no fue.
Oh, wait. That's not what happened. The one who hurt Truvia was... Right. Without seeing it firsthand, no one would believe Lady Dracaena was nearly devoured and assimilated by Gerta Blulu. Remiel, don't tell me this was all for...
I did not expect you to admit it so readily. You understand what your actions mean, do you not?
Of all times, now is when I've reached my limit. What a pain. It's not over yet.
Remiel, do not attempt to resist.
No, I won't resist. I'll simply vanish right before your eyes in an instant.
done being a spectator. This performance of yours, you wouldn't mind one more joining in, would you?
You want to share the stage with someone like me?
Let's finish this act together.
What are you trying to do?
Rescuing my partner in crime. Until we meet again.
Lady Linford, send someone after them quickly!
Oh, estuvo chido. Estuvo épico y me gustó la pelea. De las mejores peleas. Al chile se pasaron de lanza. Está bien verga. Me gustó eso de andar volando con Remiel. Ojalá y pongan algo así. Tipo parecido al Star Fox. Recordó.
No. Look away.
It's okay now. Remiel.
Please don't. Don't look at me.
Okay, I promise. I won't look.
Thank you.
So, why didn't you tell me sooner? About your plan with Secret and Lady Linvern?
Because you and I are different. You still have somewhere to return to. But I do not. The era I knew, the people I loved, those memories, they're all long gone. So, I can't drag you into this.
You really are impossibly headstrong, Remiel. You're the one who called me your partner in crime. You're the one who held me together on that rainy night. And now you're leaving me behind? Did you forget you're over 100 years old already? How long are you going to keep acting like a cranky child? I get it. Sometimes, someone has to step up and do what must be done. What happened to Dracaena and to Truvia? Someone has to answer for all of it. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden all alone. Didn't you call me your partner in crime? Then act like it. Doing bad things together, running away together, getting ourselves wanted together. That's what partners do. What kind of partner takes all the heat alone? What kind of friend does that?
You really are getting more silver-tongued by the day, Wise.
I'm not trying to sweet-talk you. Can't you tell I'm really mad right now?
I can hear it, Wise. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that, my dear partner in crime.
So, what are you gonna do now?
I think I'll return to my refuge and rest for a while. The signs of the Enchainer transformation seem stable for now. There shouldn't be any major issues. As for what comes next, I'll leave that to Linvern in secret. I'm a little tired.
Then I'm going with you.
There's no need for that. I can walk on my own now. I know what you're thinking. I can't let Remiel out of my sight again, or who knows what outrageous thing she'll do on her own, right? I promise, this time I won't go anywhere. Really. I only want to rest by myself for a while. Once I've recovered a little more, I'll come see you again. I promise.
Antes de que quieras responder, escuches el bateo de las salas cual se volverán a ver, ¿verdad? Más tarde, de vuelta en la residencia Ámbar, les explica detalladamente a Belle y a los demás todo lo ocurrido ante este. Tal vez por el cansancio, el despertar ya es la mañana del día siguiente.
Oh, Wise, over here! Have some bacon.
Ketchup or mayo, manager? I've got motor oil on the table too, if that's more your thing.
Would you like an egg, Wise?
Is it just me, or are you guys being overly friendly today?
How can you say that? It's only been a day, and you're already skin and bones.
Manager, breakfast is a sacred tradition at Amber Hall, and everyone's gotta have their fill. Besides, when Valina and Norma stopped by last night, they were just as...
Seriously, that was way too close. I was so worried. Whew, thank goodness everything worked out.
Yeah, thankfully.
You're still worried about Truvia, aren't you? I think she's still in intensive care.
Come in.
Please excuse the intrusion.
Hey everyone. Sorry for dropping by unannounced.
Whoa, no, Lady Sunbringer!
Oh please, Linvern is fine. I can never get used to being lady this and lady that. Do I really look that old? Whoa, now that's a breakfast spread I'll have to try myself sometime. But first, let's get down to business.
Forgive the early visit, but we bring good news. Miss Truvia has been stabilized. She is still unconscious, but no longer in critical condition.
Really? That's a relief. I'm glad to hear that.
And allow me to formally thank you on behalf of Rose Califer. It's because of your efforts that we get to have peaceful mornings like this one.
I can't take all the credit. I only did what I had to. And I owe all of you, too. Sorry for not thinking about what would happen after everything.
Wise, I owe you an apology. Ramiel and I kept our plan from you, but it was not because we doubted you. Rather...
I know. You were just worried about me and didn't want anything bad to happen. But there's something I need to ask. Now that Ramiel's cooperating with you, what's going to happen to her?
Actually, we'll be taking her to Virium soon. Oh, relax. Not as a criminal, but as a friend who needs our protection. As for her ongoing Enchainer transformation, we can treat it with Porceloy. In return, she'll help us stabilize Dracina's condition with her unique ability.
How is Lady Dracina doing now?
Why does this all sound so serious?
Her condition isn't great, but Flint Workshop is keeping things under control, for now. Oh, right. Ramiel knew we were coming, so she asked me to pass along a message. She's already waiting for you at the usual spot.
Really? Then I'll go meet her right now.
Hey Weiss, aren't you going to see Ramiel? Why are you going upstairs?
Cecilia, curiosity isn't always a virtue, you know.
Ramiel, is she really all right?
Nada más esto para ya terminar la historia y ahora sí seguir con los eventos. O bueno, sí, mañana. Sí.
Rawr. Good morning. Rawr.
Ramiel, you've recovered already?
Oh? Were you hoping I'd act a little more in distress, so you'd have a chance to take care of me? I could play along with that. Shall we start over then?
It's fine. There's no point when I already know. So, did you come to say goodbye?
I guess you can say so. Though it's only for the time being. Linvern and the others probably mentioned it already. I'll be recovering in Virium, and while I'm there, I'll help stabilize Dracina's condition.
Lady Dracina, what exactly is happening to her?
She will likely remain unconscious for a long while. After all, having a karma core taken from you is no trivial matter. I misjudged the situation. At the time, I thought the karma core was still inside her. So when Bashmu suddenly appeared, I paid it little mind. But the truth was, while we managed to rescue Dracina, The Karma Core remained inside Gertablulu and was devoured by Bashmu.
That can't be good. Does that mean Bashmu becomes the Enchainer instead of Gertablulu?
Yes, it seems far more intelligent than Gertablulu. But of course, the culprit behind all this may have planned it that way from the beginning. Clearly, Gertablulu couldn't have done it. So, who lured it to Buastrum with the singularity leakage?
The real culprit is still hiding somewhere in Rose Califer.
Correct. Though, I don't think we need to worry too much at the moment. Dracena likely only possessed 1/3 of the Karma Core, which means the other 2 parts are still inside Eldrada and Linvern.
Right. I wanted to ask, you said Karma Cores are sealed in Void Hunter weapons, but why is Lady Sunbringer split into 3 and stored in 3 different bodies? What's really going on with her?
Yes, Void Hunter weapons. Perhaps that's what the Sunbringers truly are.
What?
Oh, come to think of it, I don't think I've told you yet. The truth behind the so-called attempted assassination of Lady Sunbringer. The truth is, I really did come to Rose Califer in search of Sunbringer. Not the 3 who stand here today, but the one I once knew. And then I saw Eldrada. Do you know that strange feeling? How someone can look so much like her yet not be her. Somehow, after reclaiming Thaumiel, the remnant inside it resonated with the Karma Core fragment in me, and suddenly I was able to sense the Karma Cores within the Sunbringers, which is very strange. Sunbringer didn't fuse with the Karma Core and become an Enchainer. Rather, the Karma Core was divided into 3 parts and stored within the 3 Sunbringers, which is just like Void Hunter weapons.
You mean the 3 Lady Sunbringers we've met are actually living Void Hunter weapons? No, that doesn't make sense.
Well, it's only a working theory. There are still plenty of gaps in it, but it does already answer a lot of questions. The most important question I have is, where is the Sunbringer I knew? I don't believe she would die so easily. Yet somehow, she just vanished from everyone's memories one day, and then she became the 3 Sunbringers we know. So until I find my answer, I suspect I'll be staying in Rose Califer for quite some time. Still, some proper rest is greatly appreciated, at least for the next few days.
There should still be breakfast downstairs. Wait here for a sec. I'll go bring some up for you.
How many times have I told you before? You really, really need to stop sneaking up on people like a ghost. You and that emotionless girl. Do you really have to show up every time someone's having a pleasant moment? I agreed to join this little covenant of yours, but I did not agree to being stalked all day and harassed whenever you feel like it.
Ramiel, do you truly believe the Sunbringers are Void Hunter weapons?
Of course not.
Then why tell him something you know isn't true?
What's the matter? I merely told a small lie. Hardly the first time. Why? Are you getting nervous?
Don't answer my question with another question, Ramiel.
Oh, all right, fine. I'll explain. It's simple. Because sooner or later, he's going to uncover the truth behind the Sunbringers, whether I tell him or not. But now is not the time to reveal the answer yet. For his sake, for the 3 Sunbringers, and for Rose Califer.
So you don't think the 3 of them know who they truly are, either?
Perhaps. I can't say for certain myself. But you know the truth, and so do I. There's only ever been one question of real importance to us. The Sunbringer I once knew, and the Sunbringer you've been searching for. Where is she?
How pitiful. What do they call that monster again? Right, Bertablulu. To think it wounded you this badly. Its will to survive is truly frightening. It also got a lot smarter ever since it made contact with the Karma Core. Came embarrassingly close to actually pulling it off. How impressive. But do not worry. Our old classmate still handled everything. Come to think of it, I always did enjoy doing the unexpected. But you are terrible at adapting on the fly. That is why you keep losing to them. Again and again and again. Why not? Simply admit that you are worthless. Just kidding. You would never accept this outcome, would you? That's enough for an infirmary visit. I have something I must do. And I look forward to your performance in the next act.
Excelente. Muy bien. Muy buen capítulo. El largo adiós. Bueno, ahora sí ya. Le voy a dejar, amigo. Mañana a ver si puedo hacerlo así ya. Hay que hacer eso y luego a ver si... Ah, y no, no, sí, a ver si mañana puedo hacer eso. A ver si mañana puedo hacer este. Para luego hacer este. Aunque creo que el que debería de hacer más fácil es este. Este porque dicen que se lleva bastante y hay que farmear. No sé qué no. Bueno. Lo voy a dejar. Listo. Es que no los había reclamado. No sé un momento. Faltan 3. Eso también hay que hacerlo. Bueno, pero el cometa es esto. Así. hola, hola. A ver si no es esto. ¿Y me escuchan? Ok. Antes de que se apague el... Bueno, aquí lo voy a dejar, amigos. Nos vemos. A los que ven esto en YouTube, muchas gracias. Que tengan buenos días, buenas tardes y buenas noches. Nos vemos. Adiós. A ver si mañana puedo darle también un ratillo. En la mañana igual. Llegando del trabajo, porque ando de noche. Y si no, pues hasta el viernes. Como quiera, quiero darle para terminar así, pero un poquito para terminar los eventos y todo. Bueno, adiós amigos, pásenselo chido. Que tengan buen inicio de semana. Y gracias a los que ven esto en YouTube y a los que estuvieron aquí. Adiós.